Dan Moskal here, and in this video we are going to look at how to do SEO or search engine optimization, and we're also going to redesign. This is kind of the first part of redesigning a local business to target local search terms. The website we are working on is for a mental health or counseling therapy. You can see the website right here. This is using a WordPress website, and this is Jolie Moskal's website about mental health therapy. She's a mental health therapist, obviously, and in a perfect world, she wants to be ranked for when people search mental health therapist in Columbia, South Carolina. She is located in Columbia, South Carolina, about 150,000 residents, and then the surrounding areas. But these local searches, Columbia, South Carolina, with that on the end or at the beginning, or, let's look at another one such as couples counseling in Columbia, South Carolina. I don't know if you particularly have used these local searches, but I've used local searches for restaurants, bars, haircuts, finding a doctor. I've moved here, couples therapy, Columbia, South Carolina. I'll try that. But I've moved around here a few times past few years, and I've always looked for restaurants, places to get my hair cut. I use Google to search for everything, and these local search terms, whether it had Columbia, South Carolina in here, or just South Carolina, or the full word South Carolina, these things get searched for. Bottom line, period. So we are going to get her website to show up for some of these search terms. And we're going to do this over the series of a few videos and over the series of a few days. So please tune in to some more and visit my website, danmoskaluniversity.com, and sign up so you make sure you get all these. Sign up for our newsletter. So anyways, the first things we're going to look at really is we're going to back this website up, because we're going to go ahead and give it a completely different redesign. We're going to make it look a lot more professional and a lot smoother. We're also going to install the Genesis frameworks, which is what I use on all my websites and all my WordPress websites. We are going to keep, my mom is in love, Jolie Moskal, she's my mom, she's in love with this purple and pink background and this light pink and these flower pictures at the top. So we're going to try and keep those all the same. And let's go ahead and get started here. The very first thing we want to do, she has this hosted with Bluehost, which I strongly recommend. All my sites are now with Bluehost. I've used a number of companies, and Bluehost I found to be the best. So the first thing we're going to do is actually back up her website before we do anything else. And we actually don't need to go in this way. We're going to go and log into our site in order to back it up before we change it all. Please leave a comment below if you also do some of the local searches, or if you're a business and would like some help with some of these things, or if you have any questions. So we're going to update this stuff when we're not with you during our time. So the backing up, we can do it a couple of ways. We're going to click export for the time being. Choose what you want to export. We're going to do all the content, and we're going to go ahead and save this file. This is saving it to our computer. The file name is joliemoskal.wordpress.201309 blah 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 blah. So now we're going to go back over to Bluehost And what we're going to do is actually load the backup version onto, hold on, let me do one thing at a time, sorry. We are going to load the version we just exported onto her current website. Um, the reason we're going to do this is just in case she has a panic and wants her whole old design back. This way we can give it back to her. We could go about this a few different ways, but this is the way we're going to do it this time around at least. So what we're going to actually do is go ahead and create a brand new WordPress website, and we're just going to kind of make a duplicate, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, just watch for another minute and you'll see. If you leave a comment below, tell me what your big problems are, concerns, or issues are with this stuff. So we're going to start a brand new install. We're just going to put it on the domain test design. And I'm going to show you a quick thing so we can make this backup version not get indexed, or most likely not be indexed by Google. We're going to put a little no follow thing in. So make sure you get the username and password and stuff from here. I believe you can get all this stuff later, and should you ever lose it, just make sure you have an accurate email address in there, and then you can always retrieve it that way. So we're going to hit install now. It takes, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. One of the first places we're going to start with some of the SEO edits are just these top title tags. So for example, like anger management, this page, it's targeting the term anger management, but it seems to me that, you know, we'll look at a keyword tool to get better ideas, and I'll show you that here in another video, but it seems to me that anger management help or anger management therapist would probably be more targeted towards what people are searching for in the search engines when they're looking to find a mental health therapist to speak to about anger management, if that makes sense. So like anger management therapist in Columbia, South Carolina, or anger management therapist in South Carolina. So we're going to go ahead and open this new website. It's on joliemoskal.com, but it has test design, and that's just where it's installed if you're curious or new to some of this stuff. And we are going to copy that. Whoops. Maybe not. I'll grab it right here. If you need some redirects, we'll cover that too here in a future video. So if you want to redirect the pages, for instance, and the very first thing we need to do is go to, I think it's going to be under the general settings, but we're going to ask the search engines not to index it. I can remember where that is. Here we go. It's under settings, reading, search engine visibility, and we're going to just check discourage search engines from indexing this site, and that way for the few days while we're working on this and editing it and making it all a little bit more professional and more local SEO friendly, the search engines will not visit the site and say, oh, JolieMoskal.com, she has two sites on her URL address, joliemoskal.com, that are exactly the same. Google wouldn't be friendly with that, so we're going to ask Google not to penalize her or not to penalize us. It's not a big deal. And if you have a huge website, maybe there's some other ways you can test things out before you go live with it. If you need some help, just leave a comment below and I will be happy to help. So we're going to click Save Changes, and that way we are making this friendly. So check out some of these future videos. We're going to be working here on joliemoskal.com and making it friendly to the local searches in the next few days and few little while. So keep up with us, subscribe below, visit danmoskaluniversity.com and sign up for our newsletter. Make sure you get some more tips about SEO, affiliate marketing, getting your business online. You can also run over to Amazon and find a copy of my book, How to Create a Website Easy button. So please like this video, comment below, share it with your friends and family, and tune in again. Have a great afternoon.